Hello and welcome to episode 13 of We Ain't Got a Barrel of Money here on YouTube. 13, unlucky for some. We've changed the formation since the FA Cup defeat to Aston Villa, and that reaped an unbeaten streak of five games without defeat. We then lost 3-2 to Charlton, were a little bit disappointing. But in that 5 games, we had probably the best performance while I've been at the club against Wolves. We beat them 2-0 away from home. We absolutely dominated. We've got Barnsley away today. We're on the telly. We're on Sky. So let's see how we get on. Tough Yorkshire derby. You never know. We might just push up towards the playoff. So guys, let's have a look at what's been happening since you were last with us. I do apologise there wasn't a video on Friday when they normally should be. I've been pretty badly this week from Monday, so that's the reason why. So I'm recording this Saturday now, so I'm finally out of bed and feeling a bit more back to normal. So let's have a quick look. So this were all done earlier. This were all done last Sunday. Right, we lost 2-0 to Aston Villa. You saw that, a spirited defeat, but then we switched. We switched to a 4-3-3, which I'm going to show you in a minute. It's more direct. It's a lot more direct than the style of football I like to play, but it started reaping rewards. We firstly beat Ipswich 3-1. A Martin Smith double and Marcus Bent scoring. A good 0-0 away draw at Portsmouth. That weren't a bad result. A 2-1 win against Crystal Palace, Bruno Ribeiro and Peter Crouch. A 1-1 draw at home against Stoke. But then, the best performance since I've been here, we beat a good Wolverhampton Wanderers side, 2-0, and they never had a kick. They never had a kick. Look at the greens down here. You will notice also a couple of new additions, which I might as well point out to you while we're in here. You know my good friend Adrian Eve, who thinks he's left me best team in world and that my job's been a doddle. Well, he fell out with this lad at Huddersfield. He fell out with Kenneth Monku. And I decided that after being asked in the press conference, what do I think about it? I decided to take him under my wing and bring him into the Blades. Now, look at the stats. Anticipation, bravery, determination, leadership, heading, jumping reach. Yes, he's 36. I get that. But he might have a year or two left in him. He might have half a season left in him. But what a player he is. And he's come in and come straight into the side. And he's played really well. And I thought he'd scored. He has scored. He's scored 3 goals this season. But I believe one of those has been for us in his first 4 games. Look at that. 7.22 average rating. What a signing he's been. And then we've brought in another player who came into us in real life. But he came in permanently in real life. But we've just got him on loan for the moment. And that player is Danny Webber. Come in just to give us another option up front. Now we're playing with 3 strikers. Pacey, attacking, poacher. Can also play as a false 9 as well, which is important. Can play either side of Peter Crouch, as you'll see in the new setup. So he's had a decent start to his life as well. Got an assist already, so we're pretty happy with him. There has just been one other. I'll just show you that Charlton as well. We were quite unlucky to lose in 88th minute to them, as Charlton came back from 2-0 down to win 3-2, which sets us up nicely for a South Yorkshire derby away at Barnsley. But what we're going to show you, I was going to show you this other kid that we've signed. As we know, we've got Billy Sharp coming through. We've signed this guy, Matty Williams. I believe we signed him from Man United. I want to say we signed him from Man United. We did sign him from Man United. Just until he were out of contract, free transfer. I believe it were agreed a while ago. But look at those stats. Finishing, heading, dribbling. I've got a front 2 in mind in probably 2 years' time of Matty Williams and Billy Sharp. That's my front 2 idea. And he's, again, not a big striker, but certainly a sort of player that I think I can work with. Bearing that in mind, we go to Barnsley today. Barnsley are in 13th. We're currently in 10th, exceeding expectations, it must be said. The Barnsley manager is Neil Warnock, believe it or not. Heading's one of their strengths. Surprise, surprise. We're Warnock side. But Peter Crouch's ability to head may help this. Let's hope it does. So the team for today. So this is a new look formation. It's going to be Ian Bennett in goal, a back four of Stockdale, Jagielka, Monku and Harley, Wellens, Derry and Tong in the midfield with a front three of Peter Crouch as the target man. Danny Webber is actually going to play as the false 9 to sort of drop back into these areas. And Marcus Bent as the advanced forward. As aforementioned, Martin Smith is injured. And that's a 3 to 4 months, so we're without him for the rest of the season. So Fenton's also on the bench. Still got some good players, but Keith Curl notably has dropped out to allow for Monku to come into the side. John Harley's lacking a little bit of match fitness, but that's fine. We're not too fussed about that. But hopefully, you never know with these games. They're still not playing Chris Morgan, no, are they? They're still not playing Chris Morgan, but they won't sell him to me. But they are playing Jerry Taggart at left back, and Neil Shipley is playing on the left wing. I think we might be able to exploit that. We shouldn't be having too much pace coming down that side. Let's fans or underdogs, that'll do. That's all fine. We'll just tell them we've got faith in them. Because I have after this last recent run of form. I'm not bothered about their players, and Michael Tong's playing brilliant, and yes, John Harley's really good. So it's been a good month, barring that game at Charlton. So hopefully now we can continue doing those bits. Really, that would be the ideal. But they have got an early free kick, but fortunately comes to absolutely nothing. Shipley on the right hand side into K. Little triangle down this side. Shipley again, and Ian Bennett fortunately pushes away to one side. But Barnsley have started the better at Oakwell. Peter Crouch is in there to help defend this, although he's not marking the near post. Unfortunately, John Harley clears it off the line. But now we've got a break on, and it's Marcus Bent sprinting down the right hand side. It's taken off him quite comfortably. And it's been a good start from Barnsley, you'd have to say, but we've got a free kick and it's Michael Tong to whip in. Peter Crouch back stick. Oh, Jags! Richie Wellens is offside. Peter Crouch with the header. It looked as though Jagielka were going to nod it in, but sadly, didn't quite work out for us. Top of the league, Derby and Sheffield Wednesday are still battling it out. We're not miles off the playoffs. At all. But still, we can't afford to lose too many more games this season as Craig Ignat smashes it wide. But looking at I'm not going to get to look at it, am I? Let's have a look at this free kick first, because that's more dangerous. And Mike Sherron heads past Ian Bennett. It's in the bottom corner. To be fair, he couldn't do much about it. But that's disappointing. And as we knew before the game, they are a threat from them. John Harley got done at the back stay. But now we've got a free kick. Can we reply? Michael Tong knocks it in, and Monku! Oh, and he's tipped it wide. And we know Monku's a threat. And now it's going to be Michael Tong to whip in again, and he does, and it's cleared away by Taggart. Fortunately, Robbie Stockdale picks it up into Jagielka. Back to Sean Derry. Stockdale again. Don't lose it there, lads. Derry doesn't. Stockdale knocks it long, and fortunately it's into their goalkeeper. And he clears it away straight away. Shipley nods down. Jagielka wins that well, and we should pick that up. Jags knocks it long towards Croucher. Croucher, can he get hold of it? He can't. And unfortunately, Barnsley sort of deal with it. We've going a bit longer because at Tulls we weren't at footballing sides. It must be said. And we felt that as best option were to play this more direct way, and with the team we've got, it makes sense to. But do you know what I mean? We're in the game here, and I still believe that we will come back here. Right, Richie Wellens into Michael Tong, out towards John Harley, who loses it. Oh, come on, John! You've already been at fault for 1 goal. Monku dives in, can't get it. Ignat's gone past 2, and we've given away a penalty. And if I'm not mistaken, John Harley is having an absolute nightmare here. As Sharon steps up and scores past Ian Bennett, and that is worrying. 18th goal of the season from him. That's really worrying. We're going to have to stick this up to, certainly to positive, but John Harley's had an absolute mare so far. I only didn't play Wayne Quinn because... yeah, he's coming off at half-time, John Harley. As is Richie Wellens, right. Double substitution. Aggressive. Not good enough at all. Wayne Quinn will be coming on for him, and I will also be bringing on... who shall I bring on? I'm going to bring Bobby Ford on. We're going to go attacking and see if that makes any bit of difference for us. Right. Come on, boys. We'll have a demand more at the start of this second half. Robbie Stockdale. We have got a long throw. We've used a long throw. It's crossed into Crouch. Oh, Crouch gets the flick on. And we don't see anything come from it, unfortunately. I'm looking at Marcus Bent next. It's possible next substitution. Crossed him, but Wayne Quinn deals with that well and probably showing me there that I should have had John Harley on from the start. Ian Bennett now. Come on, boys. Knocks it long. Up towards Webber for some reason. I presume it were aimed at Crouch actually, but Bobby Ford was well there. Oh, and then doesn't. And then really doesn't. And it's crossed in and Sharon heads over, but we've not been as combative as Barnsley today. At all. I think we have to go very attacking, and there's going to have to be final substitution. Is going to be... right, go on then anyway, but I don't think you've done enough pal at the moment. And it'll be Graham Fenton to come on. Right, big performance now for 30 minutes, or 20 odd minutes. Playing ourselves into trouble, but Bobby Ford tries to knock one down. Right, it's not a good ball. And Barnsley, again, come away with it and play it simply out to that side. We're meant to be hustling and bustling, and we're not doing that. Kay into Hughes. They've got a man over on that side. Fortunately, Bobby Ford's got it and smashes it long downfield, but to nobody. Peter Crouch winning his headers. It's not going too well, this. There's bearing again. Oh, unfortunately. The despairing diver Ian Bennett, but I can't see a way in which we turn this round here. Tong gets it away. Right, Barnsley come again. Oh, he's open. Off Ian Bennett. He's offside, fortunately, Craig Ignat, but we're going to have to go for it and leave gaps, that's obvious. I mean, to say we've had 10 shots. We've had the same amount of shots as Barnsley. We don't seem to have really been in it, do we? Whether we're just shooting from distance, that's another thing, but losing Martin Smith were a massive blow. Bobby Ford clears up to halfway. There's players over here. Fenton is one of them. Graham Fenton going in. Oh, he's missed. Huge chance. Right, Stockdale throws, crosses in. Oh, Crouchy. I spent about half an hour, 45 minutes doing all my free kicks and corners and throw-ins and devising them all around the fact that we've got Peter Crouch in box and a couple of other big lads. Stockdale crosses in and Crouch! Oh! We've had chances. We have had chances. And unfortunately, I can't set Peter Crouch off, who's on a 6.2. However, he does have that away well, and now Marcus Bent knocks it long upfield. Fenton's onto it. Graham Fenton skips past another one and scores right. Come on, lads. That's a cracking goal, that, to be fair. Graham Fenton did really, really well there. And to be fair to Croucher, he did actually win the header in our box, and that now gives us the chance. Get creative. Come on, boys. They've got a free kick. Crossed in. And that is probably just about all she wrote. I mean, it's disappointing, isn't it? It's massively disappointing. With these stats, yes, I'm disappointed, of course. The John Hawley implosion in first half, definitely. But I've got to give credit to Bobby Ford. I think he's done alright. Oh. Somebody chased it, he might have done. I think we've done alright here. We've obviously not defended well enough at times. Less of the ball, more shots on target. Probably we just weren't good enough in both boxes, and they were. Far from pleased with what I've seen for that, and I've got Adrian Heath up next, so we're going to keep trying. I mean, that's 9 points now off playoffs. We're going to keep trying and pushing towards these playoffs. It's not going to be easy, but believe. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like and leave a subscribe if you want to see more Football Manager videos. We'll see you next time. See you later.